Good morning, church. This last week, one of our oldest members went on to glory, Margie Lowe. She was 100, almost 101. The Wilderness and I went to her birthday party on New Year's Eve. She lived through so much history: the Great Depression, World War II, landing on the moon, civil rights movement, space station, and finally, COVID. And she went to our church for a long time and served with us. She was in the choir for around 20 years, and she was part of our prayer chain until only a couple months ago. And she knit over 500 preemie and newborn caps, her daughter told me, for our missionary to give to babies in a hospital where they serve in Southeast Asia. Her life reminded me of someone in the Bible named Tabitha. It says in Acts 9:36 that in Joppa there was a disciple named Tabitha. She was always doing good and helping the poor. About that time she became sick and died, and her body was washed and placed in the upper room. Well, the Apostle Paul, he happened to be in a town nearby, and they called him, and he came. And the widows stood all around him, crying and showing him the robes and the other clothes that Tabitha had made while she was still with them. And he prayed over her, and she rose up. It was a miracle. She was beloved because of her servant heart, because of what she did for the poor, because of her love for them. She spent her life doing good, using the talent that God had given her. And that's what she was remembered for. In fact, she got written up about it in the Bible. That's pretty cool. And it makes me think today, what will we be remembered for? Day by day, we're living our lives, even in the time of COVID, and we're creating a legacy. We are creating some sort of a name for ourselves. We are creating something we will be remembered for. Today, let's take a moment and think about that and ask God about that. Am I living, even in the midst of COVID, to create the name that I want to be remembered for? That I want people to cry after me for and want me to still live on for? Are we heading towards that? Let's ask ourselves that today.